That's the last time I update OBS. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me, at least earlier in the stream. I had that same issue this Saturday, actually, with an OBS update down at the podcast rig, so thank you for telling me. Okay, as I was saying, Micron GTX 1660 Super, the worst of the worst. And the flight sheet I pushed had an OC that I haven't tested before, so I'm going to go ahead and test it. Why not? 1.77B. Just have to update my sheet. I assume you guys can hear me now. Blink twice if you're in danger. But anyway, saying Bendy Arms, welcome. Backwards Miner, yes indeed, you were first. Automatic beats. Hello. Alright. PMD is working. Good. Of course, Flux jumps around. I'm seeing 60 to 48. So 54.5 watts. So that would be equals hash rate divided by PMD. And we are seeing an average of 17.4 souls. Our software power is 45, 49 actually. Not quite. Steven Cicero, hello. Still muted. Really? What the hell are you doing, OBS? Oh, bastards. F you, automatic beats. I'm like, I've definitely had mute issues before, but I've never had that when the actual mixer shows audio. So thank you, Bendy Arms, for setting the record straight. Beats is just full of shit. Alright. How is everyone doing this evening? Well, I trust. Alright, let's up it to 1310 205,000. And I'm going to use NV Tool for most of tonight just because it is easy. 1310. I don't even know what that icon is, Beats. It looks like Hulk with a dead body over his shoulders or something. What a dick. Dude, I thought this card was Samsung memory when I bought it from my tenant. We upgraded his PC a whole bunch this year, and I'm like, yeah, I'll give you some trade-in value on your 1660. Hashtag Cats of Crypto, absolutely. I need that to become my thing in live chats, like DJ Mines, he shows up, everyone types in 22. When mean old Ovalboard Tech shows up in a chat, you guys have to type in hashtag Cats of Crypto. That's just how that works. Just so you know. 49.3, why is the power the same there? I don't believe you. 52 to 60. So yeah, we're up to like 55.5 watts. That's not terrible though. We're definitely up on hash rates. Amazing because Alephium and Cortex are in the green. Hashtag cock. I don't think anyone's gonna know what that means, backwards miner. Why does my cheek look so red? Oh, it actually does have like a, I don't know, cock. Ugh. Y'all wild. Really? We didn't pick up any hash rate? 17.66. Okay, barely. And you could all blame backwards miner for this one. Usually it's automatic beats that, no, you gotta stream OvalClocker. Not tonight. No, tonight it was backwards miner. The average is definitely coming up a little bit. I'm seeing like 17.7, 18. Let's wait for one more of these average hash rate things to come up. Then we'll key it in. After that, we step up the core clock quite a bit. These cards really, they don't seem all that efficient at low core clocks. 17.2. I saw 17.6 earlier. We're going to go with that. So anyway, 1500, 200. Should definitely see an increase in hash rate here. 5,000. Good on you, backwards miners, says Automatic Beats. Don't encourage him, okay? Stream enough. Hot Crypto Mining Co. Welcome. Terahash Tuesday starting at 8:30. Okay, well I got almost an hour then. Good. That'll be fine. I'm most of the way. This will be fine. TU107. I've done this card before. Also, as I was just saying, this is Backwards Miner's fault. Messages me on his computer. Hey, I need some shit to watch. Why don't you stream? I'm like, fuck. All right. 17.57. Oh no! What the hell, dude? So we hard crashed it. 24. Oh, Eastern time. Yeah, see, I'm in Central. Well, oops. Don't worry. Everyone go over to Terahash Tuesday. Hawk, you're a mod. You can post a link to the pending in chat. I don't mind. Everyone hop over to that as soon as it starts. Alright, we crashed at why, though? 1500, 200. That doesn't make any sense. We should be able to handle that core offset no problem if we took it at a lower... Huh. Maybe there's an issue with the power limit on the card. Automatic Beats, hashtag Terahash Takeover. Backwards Miner, Overboard Tech. You know, I'm on my phone, haha, never computer. Yeah, whatever. It's better when I do this motion, though. Alright. Booted a minute ago. Hot Crypto Mining. It's cool, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully you got your Windows key sorted. So I was driving home, so I had to use voice to text. John Germain. Haha. Okay. Yes, Bendy Harms. Okay. I do... Okay, so typically, the higher the core clock, the higher the offset it takes. The fact that we took 200 offset, no problem. Okay, so we're back to the flight sheet. OC. I'm going to push this once more and see if we get a crash. Modi. He just ate, so I don't know what he's doing. He's probably upstairs. 1210, 1500, 200, 5000. That all looks right, so... No way we crashed it already. We did. Wow. Okay, she is not having it. Insta crash. Like a hard crash, too. Alright, there we go. Hold on. How do I pin this? Pin message. There we go. So in whatever, how many minutes that is, just go there. These GPUs usually take me about 2 hours, so I'll catch you guys in there as soon as I'm done, but head on over early. I gotta wait for the system to come back up. Come on, man! Alright, let's drop this to 150. Even the 30HX took this. This card sucks, bro. Maybe I should try more offset? I don't know if it crashes at 150. See you there, says Hawk. Yes, you will. As soon as I'm done with this card. Which... I don't know when that'll be. I've already tested a very similar card, so all the clocks I pretty much should have in the bag. Come on. Boot, damn you. Guys, we never usually get this many crashes this early on. Here we go. Booted a minute ago. I do wonder if it's the low power limit. John Germain, I have a 1650 Super and plenty of 1660 Ti's. They don't like memory pushed. Yep, no, we're sitting at 5000, so we're not touching the memory at all. This is all core. Micron cards really do not like memory pushed, you're right, but Samsung does. Most of the Samsung cards will take 18 or 1900. Some Micron's really shitty, and it'll only take like 1300. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and push 150. I'm almost wondering if we don't have enough power budget on this crap-ass card, so we're going to need to run a higher core offset to get that. That's a lot like the A2000, where you had to run a higher offset. What the hell am I seeing here now? Good God, man. Shit on my nose? You guys have to warn me about this crap. 150, alright. Okay, no, it looks like it's taking 150, which is so backwards. But Turing is kind of like that, I guess. Typically, these cards get more efficient the higher you clock them, which is just wild. My 2000s and A4000s, however, I can push them to the moon. Yep, those are Samsung, and the reason why you can push them to the moon is the base clock is insanely low. Like, plus 3000 on an A2000 is the same as plus 1800 on a 3070. So it's the same memory clock you're getting out of a 3070, but it just seems much higher because the base clock is that much different. So really, like, if you drag the slider to 3000 on an A2000, it's just running 8000 mem. I was really confused about that too, and I used to hate 3060 Ti FTW3s because they would always crash. What I learned later is those VBIOSes are set with a default rating that's actually higher than a standard card, so you ended up cranking the card much harder without realizing it, which is why they were unstable, and which is why they crashed. Dude, this thing sucks at flux. 18.7. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. 18.7, 19. Ooh, almost 20. Okay. Well, we can at least take a software power reading. This is 54. What's our PMD say? 56 on the high end. No. 56 to 65. So 60.5 watts. The beauty of flux, I mean, it does fluctuate quite a bit in the hash rate, but at least it tends to do like a 50-50. Oh, it didn't take that either. Wow, guys. What a pile of shit. I'm just going to assume this is a really, really low quality 1660 Super. Surfin, welcome! Hi, Alphabor. Would an Asus P106 be similar to the 1660 Super or non-Supers? P106 100 would be pretty similar on core performance to this, but not on memory, because those are still GDDR5, and Supers are GDDR6. So, although this is a Micron, still quite a bit better. So, I mean, think of this as like a GTX 1060 6 gig or a P106 100 with faster memory. John Germain, glad to hear you use actual frequency versus just the setting. Yep. So, typically when I do these OvalClocking sessions, and I don't know if you've watched one of these before. I think you might have hopped in on the Panda raid. But typically when I do these, I'm using NVTool to actually change the clocks, and even on memory hard algos, I will usually go in and actually write absolute clocks. So in the ETH days, I never did that. 1660 Ti's backwards miner rock on core algos, but the cores are pretty weak on these. The Super and the regular 1660 have the same core, but this just has faster memory. Surfing, you're welcome. Come on. Alright, well, we booted again. I don't even know what the hell to believe anymore, guys. I'm just going to drop it to 100. It showed I was able to do, wow, 1790, 100 on the CMP30. But again, flux is how I get the lay of the land, because it works both parts of the card. And the fluctuations are really hard on it, too. So if you're going to get instability, I feel like, man, Equihash 1254 is the way to get it. 1550, 100. All right. Let's see. And of course, I'm going to have to redo the power now. Gosh dang diddly dooblet. Backwards miner at OvalBore 1660 LOL and VTool is what MMPOS basic overclocking is also, but I mean, I can do all this with Hive. It's just way faster to do an NVTool push. MMPOS is clunky as all hell, because you gotta click into the card, then you have to drag sliders or key in an actual value, then hit save, then scroll down on the main page and hit apply OCs. Then you have to wait 10 minutes for the damn thing to register. So no, MMPOS sucks for NVIDIA, but it's good for AMD. All right, we're definitely up a little bit on wattage, so I'm seeing 70 on the top end, I'm seeing 52 on the bottom. That's a much bigger fluctuation, but I'm still going to call that like 61 watts, so not hugely different. And software wattage showing 49.4. I don't think I believe that at all. 56, that seems more correct. Or save the OC. I've never gotten MMPOS to apply a like overclock even after saving it as a profile. Like, say you've got 3 6700 XTs in one system alongside a bunch of other cards. You set an OC that you know is going to work for all the cards, and then you save it out as a 6700 XT for that algo. Click on it, you apply it, and it will completely wipe the OCs out of the entire system. And I guarantee that's user error, but that just goes to show you how bad the UI and UX is in that app. It needs a lot of work. But the console is working fantastic. I've been using that a lot lately. 18.4. Let's see what we average out at. Like I said, man, if the dev wants to give me an unlimited free account, I will give it the college try. I will migrate a significant part of my farm over to it, and I will see what happens. But the fact that any old Tom, Dick, and Harry can hop into Hive and set an overclock, or even a card-specific profile, and I can't do it reliably in MMPOS after using it passively for a year, means that that's like everyone in the class scoring no better than 82%. It's the teacher. It's not the students. So, hi, Jada. Do you want to come say hi to the people? No. Well, it's too bad. You got to do it anyway. Hi. What a sweet baby. Hi. What a happy kitty. Hi. Why do you always stick your tongue out when you meow? Yeah. John Germain, NV Tool doesn't always work. As cards get hot, the command frequency... No, that's not true. It works 100% of the time as long as you give it a valid query. You do have to look at the SMI tables on the card before you start using it, because there are definitely a lot of commands that the card will reject. But that's like if you try to push 5,000 to a Pascal 106 or something, it's just going to reject it. Backwards Miner, you are a Mac user. Yeah, during the day I absolutely am. Miranda, welcome. Sup? Need some background audio while I repaste some blowies. Is this a new batch that BitCap was ducking me on, or is this old blowies? Oh man, night's going pretty well though. What's your 100% blowy repaste down to now? John Germain, you can disagree all you want. Only stating... Well, I'm going to call it facts because I've delved into the VBIOS on all these cards, and the only time I've ever seen NV Tool reject commands is when it's completely non-compliant with the clock specification table in the card VBIOS, or if you had a soft crash on one of the cards in your systems and you didn't know it, then it will reject everything. So it has nothing to do with how hot the card is. It either means you have a crash or you're sending a command that it cannot comply with. Okay. Next up, we can do 1790. 100. This is probably going to crash it, but the CMP30s took this. Alright. Oh, I think that might have been an insta-crash. Did we get a crash? Did she crash? No? Oh, that's why. I was using Miner, not MOTD Watch. However, it did not take the clocks. 1710. Miranda, old blowies, but I did get 14 copper-modded FTW 3080 Ti's off block for 400 plus ship each. That's okay. It's not like great, but at least they're FTW3s. I don't know if the 3080 Ti or the 3070 Ti is more in no man's land. It's like the AI people don't want them because the VRAM buffer's not big enough. Gamers don't want them because they feel like they're not fast enough, or they're 30 series and ooh, yuck, too old. But FTW3s are pretty cards. I hated how those things looked when they came out, but now I'm like a huge fan. Just goes to show, acquired taste, just like me. This is a lot more power. 93 on the top end, 65 on the bottom. I have to do math for this. So PMD, we're at 79 watts. The fan's definitely making noise. Miranda, gamers will still pay $520 ship for them happily. Yeah, I believe you. I mean, it's quite a bit faster than a 4070 Ti at 4K, and probably even 1440p. The memory bus is such a joke on 40 series. Wow, man, this thing really isn't good at flux. I kind of remembered that. You really need the 1660 Ti for this. John Germain, NV Tool doesn't reject it. The GPU begins to stall. Okay. Knowing nothing else of what you're talking about, yeah, it's possible. If you get bad paste or cards overheating. I could see that. Typically, I don't get... like, if I apply an overclock to a card cold and it gets hot, I actually feel like it's more stable the hotter it gets to a certain extent. Backwards Miner, Overboard Tech, did you see 12 V540s are up, 6 physical cards? No, I don't really look at anyone's farm unless they ask. I have so many farms shared with me now, it's ridiculous. Although I couldn't help but notice the other day Miranda's farm is off. 19.2. Wow, this is pretty bad. 0.24. That efficiency is terrible. Alright, on to Nexa we go. This fan sounds like Shanish. Nexa. Screw it. Let's use Rigel. Why not? 1790. 105,000. Rigel Miner. Backwards Miner not on MMPOS. Crying face. Oh boy. Ooh, wow, 130 watts. Did it wipe the OCs? Rigel Miner 1.9.2. That's what I was looking for, thank you. This might be the loudest card I've ever had on the test bench. Okay, so... Yep, took it. Oh, Red Panda. I know, it is a garbage GPU. This thing sucks. She getting toasty. Oh yeah, 79C. Let her eat. Andrew Masad, welcome. And everyone, I did pin Terahash on the top comment there. I don't mind if you sneak over to that. But I know it's a different demographic that watches that show versus my content. Okay. Would be super cool. Oh, that's right. You can't use MOTD Watch for Rigel. Okay, so 112.6 watt software. Let's see what we're showing on the PMD. 120. Alright, let's drop this before it blows up. I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and we are actually going to apply the 200 core offset this time. Because it looks like last time I was running higher core offsets. Will we crash it? That's really the question. Whoa, nope. Bro. Oh boy. Overclock is too high, so no, it won't take that. But it's soft crashing. That's kind of nice. Andrew Masad, help, did I get that right? What am I missing here? Oh, Miranda. Le farm has been off for a while. I want the rig in my room for heat, but the breaker pops every day or two. Okay. Well, don't burn yourself down, please. That'd be very sad. Oh my god, this card sucks so much. Alright, good. Wow. Yep. Bravo, Rigel Miner. You didn't hard crash it. That's really, really nice. 72.5. Dude, how this card survived in the pre-built I took it out of is mind-boggling. Alright, what are we doing for 76? Jumping around a little bit, but not too bad. All track, welcome. The hardest nails, Phoenix. Dude, these cards suck so much. You like... A couple years ago, you go on eBay and you type in 1660 Super trying to get a deal or whatever. The entire first page was just broken Phoenixes because there's no memory cooling at all. The VRM is garbage. People were pushing them way too hard. Just trash. Oh, Pellish, hello. I prefer this stream over Terahash. That's just fine. I do too, and Backwards asked me to stream, so again, happy to push traffic to Hawk. They're my buds too, but I'm pretty done with fiat-based compute rental on GPUs. So, you guys talking about solo mining over there? All right, next overclock. Let me make sure I put in the 100 offset. So 1310 200. I believe that should take. So we got that to go on Flux. 1310 200. I will say Rigel has the best GUI. If you even call it a GUI, I guess. Command line OC interface. Pellish Miner. I have a card that shows up but stops mining on an H81 board. What card? What is H81? What are you mining? What OCs are on it? What software? What OS? Somebody asked me earlier, like, hey, I need AMD Kapow overclocks, and sent a screenshot of, like, Smos or something. I'm like, there isn't just an OC that works for every AMD card ever made. Like, I need more deets. The more information you can give me, the better answer I can give you. Okay. 59.2. Wow, really close on wattage to the 30HX, which it should be. It's essentially the same card, just with the ability to lock the memory down a little bit further. 29.79. 64 peak, 59 base, so we'll call it 62. Yeah, that's definitely the best efficiency. So we're doing 0.48. That's actually pretty good on Nexa. Hellish Miner, ASRock, Hive, RX, I had 80, 580. Hive, 5. Oh, okay, so you're on Hive OS. What are your OCs? Oh man, with an RX 580, that's not surprising. Those things. Do you have a memory tweak in? What memory vendor it is? Like, I don't know. If it crashes with no OCs, then you have an actual problem. But if it crashes with OCs, then you have an OC issue. 580s, man, they're a bear to tweak. And there's like 5 different memory vendors. So you have to know exactly what you're dealing with beforehand. It's just, nah. Let Polaris die in the grave. It's fine. It's like an 8-year-old card at this point. Alright, let's find me some 1-0 miner. TU106 locked. Ender Masad. Overboard Tech, are you looking for any Black Friday? Oh, that's a good question. Yes, I am. So the PC I use down here is a Threadripper system I built in 2017 on Black Friday. And it was a 1950X with a Gigabyte AORUS Extreme X399 board and a Corsair 570X crystal case. And it has been just beautiful. But I would like to get a Threadripper Pro 3000 series or 5000 series to replace this. So SWRX 80 board and then probably a 3970X, a 32 core one. So it should be about the same performance as the 24 core newer chips, and they still run DDR4, which is a lot cheaper. So I don't know. Alltrack, no, this is a trash garbage Micron Super. Yuck. I thought it was Samsung when I bought it from my roommate, but it isn't. Pellish Miner, I'll get you at that later. Tag it on Twit. If you want me to see it, at me in like any Discord. I hop on X maybe once a week. 7,000. Yeah, actually, on ProgPow I run these up to 7,000, but nope. I'm not looking for max performance. I'm looking for efficiency. Kyle Rosa, though, welcome to chat. But yeah, no, other than a newer Threadripper, I'm really not looking for anything else. I'll look at like the pending Amazon cart items just to see if anything's dropped in price a ton, but 1.74, that's dog shit. Wow. That's just power. It's not going to change the hash rates, but yeah. The power is pretty similar to the 30HX, so that makes sense. The beginner's block, hello, welcome. Alright, so what OC are we even running right now, guys? I don't think I pushed anything to the card yet. 1320, oh I did. 1320, 200, 5000. Excellent. Software wattage, 45.2. It's slightly lower power than the 30HX, but it shouldn't be. It should be pretty much the same. 2020 hashes. What's our PMD? 42 to 50. So call it 46 watts. Pretty accurate on the software. Nice. Nice. Very nice. 43 hash to watt. That ain't bad. Oh man. I have a lot of OCs here, but some of these were SRB. Gotta take those out. We could try it on the new BZ Miner version once we're done with 1.0 here. Who's messaging me? No, those are cat pics. Oh, so cute. Alright. Our next OC is going to be 1790 250. Boy, it isn't going to take that. Oh, let's try 200. Even that, man. This card really doesn't have a good core. Alright. Insta crash. What a pile of junk. When the 30HX has a better bin, you know you got problems. There it is. 1790 100. Alright. We haven't crashed the miner yet. One zero, 1.2.5. Oh wow. So when I tested the 30HX, we were still on 1.1.3. I'm trying to keep these sheets as good as I can, but boy, it's a little tough. PMD 80 on the top end, 76 on the bottom, so 78 watts. Software wattage 73. God, this cooler is trash. It's at like 90% fan speed. We're not even pulling 90 watts out of this thing. Garbage. 2.2 kilohash though. Let's see what we actually level out at. I was going through the CMP50HX sheet today just to see if there was like a more efficient algo I could mine on those during the day for lower power. But nope. Dynex is the lowest power algo on the CMP50 by like a pretty good margin. Even more efficient than Radiant or Ironfish or Lithium. 2.62. Not bad. This thing's making so much noise and there's just zero airflow. I'll track it. Sadie sometimes, look, 1660s. Yes, but Sadie has nice 1660s with Samsung memory. This is a garbage trash dumpster 1660 Super with garbage trash dumpster memory. 2620. Oops, sorry, I meant to type that into my sheet. You guys can all laugh at me for being an internet noob. Oh, wow, that's way worse efficiency, but pretty good hash rate. All right, let's push 1500 185,000 to it and see if we crash it. Actually, I'll do 175. I do vaguely remember tuning Geek of All Trades rigs. All track, no. Well, maybe. I don't even know. I don't know where this came from. But that new hydraulic double flare handheld tool is like the best thing I have maybe ever bought. It's been sitting in my save for later Amazon cart for like 2.5 years, and my buddy's brake line ruptured, and I'm like, okay, I'll fix it on the condition I get to buy this tool and you get to pay for it. Dom G, welcome. I'm stuck with 8 MSI 1660s on Hynix. Those must be, yeah, Supers are the only ones with Hynix. Are they BIOS modded? That doesn't seem like that took. It did. Andrew Masad, I need a good deal on a 3900X or a 5900X, but I'm not seeing much. If you're willing to bid on eBay, you can still get them for like 160, 170, but that's before tax. I've had better luck on Jawa.gg, but their pricing hasn't been as good lately. But I agree, 3900X is just the sauce. That's like the 3070 of CPU mining. They are so good. 1.32 auto tuning finished. Okay, that's probably why it crashed. Dom G, I was supposed to buy 25 Hynix 1660 Supers from King. And I'm going to keep mentioning this because it still chaps my ass, but bastard pulled out. Pulling out's a quitter move. No bias mod, leaving them mining Nexa for a while. Yeah, that's fair. They are a little bit more power efficient without the bias mod, but... Enter Masad. Yep, I have one. Oh, I got a bunch. I got a bunch of 3900Xs. And I really should be mining with the Threadrippers right now, but I don't need the heat yet. In fact, I still have windows standing open in my house, and it is 33 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's like 80 in here. Okay, 2.02 kilohash. So it's exactly the same as when we ran it at 1310. PMD, what we looking at? 44 on the low end, 50. Wow, it's actually really low power. 52, 44 to 52. 8. 48 watts. Okay. Okay, that's still worse though. We were doing better at 1310, so that is not worth it. Our best efficiency was at 1310, 200, 5000. So we were doing 43.9, so almost 44 hash to watt. That's pretty good. That's like straight up pretty good. A 3070 is like 50, so delete rows. Miranda, if you want a QS 3990X, I know a guy. Do they still allow overclocking? Are there any issues with them? I actually probably am into that, yeah. 3990X is the 32 or the 64 core one? I thought it was 3990WX. I guess it wasn't Pro. You'll just have to tell me all this stuff. I'm really out of touch since I built this first gen TR system. I still have two 1950Xs and they have been amazing. You know what, just for fun, let's try that new BZ miner. There's a beta. Polish miner. Finally, barbecue corn nuts? What did I miss? Barbecue corn nuts. Polish, I just don't understand. Ripvo, 64 128. Thank you. Yeah, Miranda. As long as it's not fused off in a way where it doesn't do like some instruction set or something like that, or I'm not going to be able to use it. Like, I would really like to have voltage control still too. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that runs on the TRX 40 or is that SWRX 80? I am probably into that. That's appealing. I just want the... You know when Task Manager gets so insane where it just goes to boxes with percents in them instead of the graphs? I want that. Pellish. Yes, the store I go to is out of barbecue corn nuts. Is that the, like, bagged snack thing? Man, I don't think I've had a corn nut since I was in elementary school. Wild. Wild. Okay, so those boards are pretty cheap, too. Yeah, yeah, that's... Yes? Are they based in the States, or, I have to get them from China. Alexandria Radwai, welcome. Settings for Dynex. We just finished Dynex. The best settings were 1310 core lock, 200 core offset, 5000 mem lock, and we did 44 hash to watt, which, pretty good. I am testing trying to test the BZ Miner Dynex right now, but I don't think it's working. It is not. So anyway, on to the next algo. I need to remind myself what other algos care about memory. Kyla apparently does. Okay. Kyla is next. I don't think I tested that on the CMP30, so... Oh, excuse me, guys. Kyla, where are you? There you are, yes. Andrew Masad, that's an Epic? No, it is a consumer non-pro Threadripper 3000 series chip, but it's the top end one. Blue Moon Mining, good morrow. Welcome to chat, sir. So 4 memory channels, a little bit cut down on the PCIe lanes, but still tons of cores, and usually you still have full overclocking on TRX 40, whereas SWRX 80, 8 memory channels, more PCIe lanes, but no overclocking. Very cool. Yeah. Yep. He's probably got the 96 core new ones too. I was watching the Gamers Nexus stream last night. I was loving that. The Pro 96. Yep. I was watching their power supply. They had the ROG Thor going. And even at like 4.5 gigahertz, the CPU running Cinebench was drawing 1,550 watts on the system. I'm like, all right. All right. I know. That was absolutely wild. Let's make sure our overclock is still here. It is not. It is very much not. Kyla Coin, what's our first OC? We can decide. So we're going to do 1500, 175, 5000. We're running SRB miner. This is the only version I don't have to look up because they've done so much fuckery lately. Yeah, I need to look up TRX 40 motherboards, but if I can get one of those reasonably, I'm definitely into that. As I was looking at spending like $1,500 gets you a 32 core 3000, or it gets you just the CPU of a 24 core new one. And like, I still need to look at the numbers to see which way I'm better off there, but if I can get a 64 core 3000, it's a no-brainer. Kyla, alright. The cooler is so bad on this card, I cannot get over it. This isn't even the first time I run a single fan card, I don't think, on the bench. Just pure trash. Also, I don't believe 43 watts for a second. Let's see what you're actually pulling, shall we? Hi, Modi. Oh, wow. It actually is only pulling 47 watts. Why is the fan on Boeing mode? Buddy, you want to say hi to people? Do you want to say hi to your adoring fans, buddy? Hi. You get some scratches by your eye. Did you get your shit kicked in by a little girl kitty? Yeah. Blue Moon Mining, it's single fan card. It is a Zotac. They have horrible fans. Yeah, Zotac and PNY have pretty bad fans. Gigabyte too, but if you keep them under 80%, they're okay. A lot of Asus cards have really bad fans too, actually. Andrew Masad, backwards miner. We'll pass right now, but thank you. Oh, I didn't even catch what you guys were talking about. I'm sorry. Are you content with the pets, Modi, or do you want more? He seems like he wants more. Asus. My buddy. Sure do love kitties, guys. Alright, and hash rate 240.8. 5.12. Still don't even remember if that's good or not. 1790, 100. Let's see what she does. Full chooch. Police tonight at work. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's probably why I always overlap with you in chat, Pellish. We've got the same schedule. Well, sorry. When I say we do, it's backwards miner or automatic beats yelling at me to stream, and then it just happens to be when you're also available. But thank you for swinging in. Oh, no. I'm getting tagged in TikTok shit? Why? No. No. You got the wrong guy. You get the wrong guy. I don't care. I'm a boomer. Alright, 1790 took just fine. In fact, I'm going to move this result down because we didn't start with the top. Software power, what are we looking at? 66 watts. Kylo's pretty low wattage, I gotta say. Really low. Interesting. All track free-to-air memory cooling. Oh, God, I know. I think it repurposed CPU cooler with center copper lug. I don't even know if this has a copper lug. Does it? I would have thought it would have been a pure aluminum heatsink. But yeah, it's one of those radial designs. It sounds like shit. Blue Moon, feel free. DM it to me. I'll pop it up on the screen while we wait for power and hash rates to normalize on the 1790 OC. 72 watts. Hash rate, definitely better. Andrew Masad, have a great night all. If you're leaving, bye. Thank you for stopping by. Backwards Miner, Andrew Masad, sent it to you already. 24.1 at 170. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, the Epic. Gotcha. Yes. Pellish. Blue Moon Mining, what are we talking? Overwar, Buchanan. Or what are we taking for Coastal Crypto? If he wants. Yeah, I was tempted to host GPs with those guys. I met John at Cypherpunk. He was super duper fun. I had a good time. Yeah, I said John, right? I haven't met Mark yet. I don't know if he's cool. Alright. Go 1310 200. Let's actually run 1210 200. I think on Flux that took just fine, so I see no reason why it would crash here. I'm just perplexed, man, why we're getting a higher working core offset on a lower core clock. This is backwards to me. That's like backwards miner. It was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Get it, because like backwards miners in chat, and the behavior is backwards, and I'm mining with this card. Okay. I'll be over here. Blue Moon Mining. I'm going to help Coastal Crypto move in a couple months. Yep, I remember. We talked about that when I came to visit. Alright, so we're at 1210. 200. Alright, PMD. 38 watts. Wow. Man, that is efficient. Holy shnikes. 36 software. What are we actually doing for hash rate, though? 193. I sent that picture. I don't see it. Pellish Miner, Blue Moon. No, we're going to destroy it with a sledgehammer. Oh, God. Alright, we've leveled out. 193.2. So, yeah, best efficiency's at 1500. That's a little bit surprising. I think that's just because we can get a better core offset out of this thing. I think everything else is memory bound. Or it's core. So let's move on to Kapow next. And I have to run either Nyoxa or... Let's run Nyoxa. I was going to say Nyoxa or Meowcoin. I don't actually know. I think this is still okay with Kapow, but I know 4 gig cards are done on Kapow. So we're at 1210, 200. That's going to crash. I need to drop the offset a little. I think. Maybe not. Looks like the CMP30 was taking 1310. Let's try it. Blue Moon, I don't have anything in my DMs right now. Raven, you're good. Cool. 9.545. Yet another algo where this performs exactly like a P106. The cores are a little bit weak sauce on these. That is for sure. Alright, so we were at 1210. And we are using Gminer 3.42. PMD 65. Well, it's definitely more efficient. We'd be drawing 80 or 90 watts on a P106 to get this. Oh, there you are, Blue Moon. Quadro. What even is this? That's pretty old. Quadro 4000. That looks a lot like an 8800 GT. In fact, that's got to be almost the same generation. It's got the same finger on the top and everything. This one's out of a Mac Pro, but man, the single slot life. I forgot to send it there, now it's sent. Alright, let's get the Modi dance on the screen for a second. There we go. Alright, 9617. And we are pulling a software, 59 watts. Yeah, software reporting is not terribly good on these cards. GPU 400, DOMG, yuck. K4000 or M4000. Yeah, I've still got a ton of very old GPUs sitting over here. I don't think I've shown you guys this one yet. I think this is a X1900 XT. These are one of those cards you find in like a warehouse lot years and years later. I bought this brand new for like $10. But man, Ruby. Loved it when GPUs had artwork. Still got a 6-pin on it. Beauty. Alright. YobaTube, hi, CMP. No 90. 90HX is a pile of dog shit. Terrible card. Don't buy one. I did a video on it, but do not buy a 90HX. They are shit. Giant big poo-poo dumpling. 1500, 100. No, that wasn't a Fire Pro. That was a Radeon. 1500. Also, welcome, YobaTube. Very reliably in my streams. I appreciate it. Alright, we are doing 80, 76 to 80. So we'll call it 78 watts. I'm in the process of buying that CMP 90HX from the friend that I did the testing on, just so I have one to warn you guys routinely how bad it is. But I do want to run it back through the gamut with like Dynex and things like that. We have some new algos. You test CMP 100HX. I don't have one. I don't have access. I would like a 100HX and I would like a 70HX. Those are the only two CMPs that I haven't tested that I'm aware of. I would like to test them both. YobaTube, you have access to more of those cards than I do, unfortunately. Russia is more into GPU mining right now than we are, which is a shame. Sadie sometimes, what? Oval stream? Backwards Miner, 170HX you want to own. Yep, that video is actually in the hopper. I think I have that dropping on Thanksgiving, just to like satiate you guys a little bit. Then I've got some farm updates on Sunday. And then, no, I've got the V540 dropping on Thanksgiving. And then the CMP drops next Sunday. I don't know, but it's recorded, done, captioned, everything, so. Blue Moon, alright, I gotta start packing for Michigan. We're leaving tomorrow. Safe travels, my guy. I'm still working on getting a PDU. But it's starting to get cold, so as soon as I get back, I'll swing up there with some GPUs. We'll start heating up your room. Alright, this is 1.41. Really not great efficiency. I don't even know if I want to test 1790, but we're going to do it. Let's see if we can melt this card. 1790, 100, 5000. All track. Blaze it. Backwards Miner, Overboard Tech. You will have a unboxing soon. Please tell me it's a pink ducty boy for this guy. Alexandra Rodri, Micron 1660 seems the most efficient on Dynex. That's really surprising because Micron sucks for efficiency. The only 20 series I've seen where it doesn't seem to make a huge difference is the CMP. I've got some Samsung CMP 50HXs now. Wattage is exactly the same. Alright, I'm sorry about the fan, but we gotta run it tits up. for Harambe. All right, 118 watts. I think we're pegged, boys. That's a lot of chooch out of this chotch. I'm pretty sure it has a 120 watt power limit, so 11.76. I'm sure we're still coming up. $77, $78. Dude, it's an open air in a cool room, and it can't even keep up with the fan at 100%. This thing is garbage. Muff garbage. Oh, we're almost at 12. Fans, yeah, it's 80 right now. If this didn't have fans at 100, we'd be melting it. $12.01. How much is it drawing out of the riser? I really meant to check that out. Oh my god, it's drawing 47 watts out of the riser. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that cable is real hot. I'm running the riser off of SATA. This is the hottest I've ever felt it. I'm actually going to make a note of this. 47 watt riser. Wow. I guess it would have to be, right? Because it's a single 8 pin? No. No, that can handle the whole TDP. Alexander, do I have 3 of them? Micron does 2.035 at 41. Do you have a PMD? Because I'm guessing the card's just bullshitting you. Alright, 12.39. Still going up. She's hot, but I'm not going to stop until we get a stable result. But this did on Dynex 2000. So it did 2.62 kilohash at 78 watts, which was 73 software, or it did 2.02 kilohash at 45 watts. So my result is exactly the same as your Samsung here. 2.53. She's still climbing. Temperature and hash rate. Look at that. Look at all that red. Yeah, man. I'll track. My tree smoking has been a true service to society. Saved me from killing stupid. I'm like, wow, maybe I have an anger issue. I'm like, no, it's the people that are dumb. Couldn't be both. Okay, if it hits 90C, I'm gonna have to call it. But 12.68. Hellish Miner, flames. I need to see the flames. I think the last time we pushed a card this hard, it was the giveaway 1060, where we realized the LEDs were like temperature reactive. We tried to get it to turn red. 12.72. 86. Ooh, temp's actually coming down. I think we stabilized on temperature. So we're still showing 115 software watts. How hot is the SATA? Honestly, considering there's almost 50 watts going through that, it's not that bad. I'll track. Humans are the worst sometimes and the best at other times. Yeah, I know. Every time I give humanity the benefit of the doubt, I'm usually not disappointed. So I'm like, alright, fine. 12.79, we're going to call it. Alright. Oh, that's really bad efficiency. Alright, moving on to core algos. Alephium. We'll give the card a rest, the poor thing. Alephium, BZ Minor. So, let's go ahead and see if she'll take 200 on a core algo. Does it max out? I didn't think so. I can't even bring myself to do it. Shines. Hello. What up, what up? I just bought a Zotac 1660 Super yesterday for $80 delivered to my office. Yeah, but why? When you can get CMP 40HXs for $45 delivered to your office. Sadie, sometimes you miss both of them. Surfin just picked up my GPU haul. I'm watching your stream while I'm blowing all the dust out of 50HXs. Hell yeah. MSI blowers or something else? You get the twin fans? I love those cards, Surfin. Yoba Tube Shide, sell 1660, buy 3 CMPs. Yep. I have I think it's a Zotac Twin Edge 1660 Ti that I'm picking up from a buddy south of the cities for $45. I was good enough with that, because the TIs they're still pretty good. Okay, so we're taking a 200 offset there. Will it crash if I do 250? Dude, the cooler on this card blows so much ass. Let me open the window. That's a good way to crash the ambient in here. Also, delivered to your office? I thought you quit your job. What is this? Am I being duped? Am I being bamboozled? Bamboozle? Bambied? Oh, GPU hung. Shit. Well, she will take 200. That's cool. Did we crash it so bad? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pretty sure we crashed it. Crap. Modi dance? Yes. Reboot. I don't have the Octominer controller on this, so I can't do the hard reset. Today was my last day. Oh man, did you borrow some hardware at least? Because I know a guy that needs some hardware. Yeah, I have a rig of TIs that I just need to chuck a few more cards in. Hell yeah. TIs I never really appreciated during the ETH times, just because they were all Micron and they were like slightly less efficient than the Supers. But yeah, now that we have Core Algos, I'm like, ooh. That's much closer to a 2060. Hellish Miner, I have an NVIDIA 3070 and a 3070 Ti Founders Edition, brand new in box that I can't decide what to do with. Oh boy. Brand new in box is cool, but like you're at the point now where you either need to unwrap them and start mining with them, or you need to hold them for another like 10 years and then sell them. Because like sealed definitely has more value just for the collector, but oh boy. Alexandra Radwai, 1660 Ti are still expensive in my area, around 120. Yeah, that's asking price though. They're not getting it. Probably. Surfing MSI blower style, the amount of dust coming out of these. Oh yeah. I might have bought from the same dude you did, and yeah, they were real dusty. But the blowers they're fine, man. They're all mine and Dynex, and I can't even hear that thing run. For what algo, Sadie? Alright, did we reboot? A minute ago, yes we did. Alright, let's get Hive Shell open again. Do. Come on. That is a 90mm fan. There are lots of CFM on the MSI blower. The blower, okay, so the airflow isn't the blower's problem. It's the thermal mass in the heatsink. It just doesn't have that much thermal mass. That is not the overclock I want. Please and thank you for lithium. So my CMPs, the CMP30s, my best efficiency was 11.5 megahash per watt, and that was running 1500 with a 250 offset. So we'll see if that's the same here. That fan's at least 92 millimeters all track. At least. Just to confirm that that is indeed still working. We didn't crash it. We're good. Alright, good. We are mining. I'm just blown away by the fact that this thing, it will take a higher offset on a lower core clock. BZ Miner 17. PMD. We're drawing 60 watts right on the nose. Software, we're showing 47.8. Yeah, bullshit. Alexander Radoy, should I get a 3060M 6 gig? No, those suck. And you're required to have a really specific mining motherboard. I had to use Alibaba buyer protection to get my money back on one of those because it was such a huge piece of shit. I could never get it to work on anything. You need one of those 5-slot X79 like by 8 motherboards with a custom BIOS with integrated graphics just to get it to boot. So 6 gig sucks ass. The 12 gig's really good. The 12 gig works on like a regular system, regular BIOS, everything. It's awesome. Super efficient. Shides, do you have any 1070s laying around? I have one on my 1660 Ti rig and it chugs right along. I don't, but I have tested one and I have a sheet for it. I was using Backwards Miner. I think he's still in chat. He has a rig that has 1070s, 2070s, 3070s, and 4070s on it. So I was going through there doing that. Alexandra Radoy, I have the motherboard too, funny enough. Still don't. Junk. Absolute junk. Screw that card. Get the 12 gig. It's not that much more money. It's like $30 more, and it is well worth it. Okay, what are we doing for hash rate? 529.9, 8.83 hash to watt. How is that compared to the CMP? Ooh, a little bit worse than the 30HX. All right, 1500, 200, and see if she'll take that. That's ridiculous considering this card can actually throttle the memory correctly. Surfing Asus P106 100 X8 in a server case for 200, sold as is, and it looks super rough. Is that a shipped price? And like, does the case have a boot drive and a PSU and all that in it? Or is it just like an empty case with P106s in it? I have 12 P106 100s in that Nerd Gears case. Thing's chugging right along. Oh, Alltrack, I agree. You would need to have a reputable seller, but like I had a couple damaged P106 100s in shipping. Backwards Miner, OvalClocking, hybrids are crashing randomly. Mine are? Alexandra Radoy, how did Red Panda test his 3060M and 3070M a while ago, though? He had the earlier version, which didn't suck nearly as much ass. The ones that the China sellers are selling right now are garbage. They're a single HDMI port, they're a tiny cooler, custom V-BIOS, trash. Garbage. Garbage. And he still needed laptop drivers at the time to do that, too. But, no. Do not do it. Straight garbage. Uh, 39 watts. Wow, that's a lot less power. Holy shit. Software dead on, finally. Cool. What are we actually getting? No, mine on B-Miner account. Well, I can't check right now. 556. Why are we getting better hash rate? Okay. Oh, that's really good. That's way better than the CMP30. That's what I would have expected. Okay. That's pretty good. Actually, that's quite good. Alexandra Radoy, got you. Good info as always. Really appreciate it. Oh, 100%. I don't want to see people buy shit. I bought shit. Had to return shit. Don't buy shit. Don't be like me, do. Do as I say, not as I do. I make tons of terrible decisions. But the 12 gig is rad. It's just a lot of money. But it's one of the best 30 series cards for efficiencies. Alright, 557. I went up just a little bit. Alright, last one. Let's run 1310-200. Let's see what we get out of it with that. Yeah, I was this close to trying to buy one of those X79 motherboards from Backwards. When I first got the car, or sorry, the card, those boards were only $40 shipped, but I bought one, and then like 2 weeks later, the Amazon seller, Chinese whatever lady, canceled my orders. Like, oh, we don't have any stateside. Cost way too much. I'm like, not my problem. Ship me one. But they canceled it. Bought another one for like $68. Same thing. 2 weeks later, nothing. The cheapest one I could end up finding was like 90 something delivered from Alibaba. I'm like, I'm not buying a $100 board that might work with this piece of garbage card. So yeah, ended up needing to lean on Alibaba's buyer protection just to get that crap returned. I'll check surfing. There was a guy in Kui, Canada. So, yep, that's where I got all my P106 100s. He was on eBay. He takes best offers. I paid $20 a piece, I think, landed for my P106s. But dude, if the server case is complete, I don't know. That's not bad. With a case, that's not bad. But yeah, if you have to pay shipping on top of that, my answer would probably be no. I have kind of a soft spot in my heart for P106 100s. Like, they don't suck that hard. Like, for a card as old as it is, I would rather have P106 100s than RX 580s, which sounds absurd, but 485.7. Who texting me? Who's texting me? God damn it. I don't care. 31. No way. I'll check. Yeah, me too, Overboard Tech. Nice. Surfin, sold by a local seller. It's complete server rig board, just no PSU. If they work and there is some DOA warranty, that's probably worth doing. Because, like, assuming it's in even a shitty riserless board, those are worth at least $30 or $40. I'll check. And as cheap as mine are, I paid $30. Yeah. No, I bought mine, most of them. Obviously, I bought a second batch, but I bought most of them February of last year, and I put them on Dynex immediately, and they mined. I think I only put like 4 of them on there, and they mined like 300 or 400 Dynex in a week. Like, the rig was literally called Spec Me Daddy, and that's exactly what it's done. It's on like Dynex, Chlor, Neoxa. It was on Radiant and Alephium back a little earlier. Like, I only put spec shit on that. I only ran it when power was cheap. But now they're literally space heaters in my coworker's house. And they run on like thermostatic smart plugs. I'm like, I don't even care. Cook them. I don't care. I think one of them has died, but that's it. 36. All right, yep. So this card, we are going to establish right now, 1500, 200 is the way to go on the Super. It really likes 1500. It's reasonably good at 1310, but not as good. Yeah, I got over 2,000 in a few months. Nice. Pellish Miner, LOL, Spec Me Daddy. Yes! Do I still have that rig? I think I might have. Oh, yeah, nope, she's gone, but someday I might get back to it. Sorry, it's not 9, so my farm isn't fully on yet. I know you guys are judging me. There is a rig all the way at the bottom. Can you see this shit? This is my new 12 by CMP 50HX blowy rig. I just blew mine out the other day. Yeah, once 9 rolls around, man, she's gonna light up. Okay, let's move on to Ironfish, and I am not even going to bother testing the other 2 OCs because we can say quite conclusively that 1500, 200, 810 is going to be the winner. Surfin, thanks for the insight. Of course. Obviously not buying advice or whatever, but like, I have and personally have bought a shit pile of these disgusting piece of crap P106 cards. And I kind of like them, but like, you are better off if you have any other GPU kicking around to run those. I'll track. Surfing, the BC160 is my latest crush. I should have bought more of those when they were $83 delivered to my door. Alas. Although they might come back down. Now that Dynex isn't currently AMD mineable, really, you might be able to get a deal on them. Alright, Ironfish. I'm getting distracted. Let's run Rigel. Screw it. And I know the PMD is going to be exactly the same. 39. And I need to delete the the notes that were in here from the CMP card, saying that this won't lock at 810. because CMP things. All right, 40 watts software. Let's just confirm on the PMD that we're still at 39. Actually, we're not. Wow. 42. That's... Oh, a different miner. Right. I bet if we were running BZ, it'd be the same. All right. Ironfish. 5854. 139 hash to watt. Don't remember if that's good. Doesn't matter. Clear out these other unnecessary rows here. Delete rows. Radiant, same thing. Don't need other clocks because RxD behaves exactly the same. 3 mil, welcome to chat. Levelboard Tech, TLDR 1660 Super, yay or nay? I would say yay if you can get them $45 or less. Otherwise, nay. It also really depends on what your current favorite algorithm is. They're not nearly as well rounded as a 1660 Ti, so if you're getting 1660s, definitely get the Ti. But if you can get non-supers for $30 or $20 or something, 100% no-brainer. Those are super good. They're still much more power efficient than a P106, but the hash rates are obviously going to be pretty similar. Surfing, I've been eyeing up the BC160. Yeah, by and large, I have nice things to say about the BC160. I will say the bins are kind of all over the place. I've got 4 of them. They're in one rig, and I think I have them on ETH hash right now for a nice hash, just because that POW blocks is pumping. And there's a pretty big variance in overclocks, so I'm not super happy with those. Right now, if you can get a BC160 for less than 105 landed, probably still worth looking at, but other than that, just get 5700 XTs or 5700s. You can get those for still $100 delivered to your door pretty easily. And dude, those and CMP 50s are the play. I was telling Blue Moon the other day, I'm like, dude, if you're looking for raw power and you got a relatively cheap power rate, those are the 2 cards you need to be looking at. They're not going to be relevant for more than one more cycle, but they're so cheap right now, who cares? All right, BZ, let's do this. That will crash it if I apply it, so let's run this radiant sheet, and then let's re-push the overclock. There we go. And give it a second. 1500, 200. I'll track Alpha Tech. Half the BC cards I have were stock mem at 1000, half at 1100. Oh, the memory was very consistent, but the core wasn't. So I had some that would take 700 or 750, and I got a couple that are 865 for the exact same memory hard algo. So the core bins are not super good. The V540 was much more consistent there. And I think that's, all the better core bins likely went into the data center cards. Yeah, no, I can pull up the sheets too. I've tested both of those. But what was the BC160 even? Kapow. 0.204 efficiency, 23.9 mega hash at 117 watts. And then the 5700 XT. 0.178 efficiency, but it did 25.5. So, I mean, really, the difference between good and great. The 1000 were labeled Panda Miner LOL. Can you do LOL Miner to compare RxD? Why? BZ Miner, let's see here. 349.3 hash rate. 37 and PMD 38. Pretty close. All right, so 9.129. Yeah, that's quite a bit better than the CMP30. Makes sense. Why is Caspa still in here? Oh my god. Delete. Surfing, feeling better about the purchase on the 50HX now. I love 50HXs, dude. Again, bins. Oh my god. You put those sons of bitches on Dynax, and you got some that are running 96 watts, and you got some that are running 139 watts. Like, the bins are... Any core will do for a 50HX, but if you can sell off the turds for more than you paid for it, solid bunch of cards. Conflux we cannot mine. Sitting at over 100 now after today's haul. Hell yeah, brother. I don't know. Let's see here. How many of those do I have? Not that many. Scrolling. That's a lot of GPUs. Holy shit. Simps. I have 46 CMP 50HXs. Most of them are the twin fan, but... No, is that true? I've never even seen the ones I have at Terra. I bought them there. Alright. Next. Oh man, Pigeon actually cares about memory, doesn't it? Shit. Whatever, we'll use Ergo OCs for that. So, let's go ahead and move over to Ergo. Ergo, where are you? There you are. T-Rex. Now we're moving into our own here. The good old days. Alright, 1200, and this is Micron, so let's start at 1500. I don't want to kill it. Offset 1500. Hopefully she takes more, but we will see. Uh-oh. Oh, I bet it fired up before I could change the OCs. However, it doesn't look like we crashed it, so let's just restart the miner. Polish miner. Caspa to me is the new Ethereum. Interesting statement. Well, as far as mining goes, I recall only getting 1/10 of the coin on 2 miners before you can make a deposit. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm like, no, Caspa is definitely like BTC and how it works, and Flux is much more along the lines of Ethereum. But I hear ya. I understand. Falling back to single buffer mode? What the fuck is that? I might have crashed it. I don't really know. We could also try NB miner. Oh, we are definitely drawing power. I think it's mining. Indeed, it is mining. Okay. Now, before I even write this shit down, let's see what the memory is good for. Oh my god. T-Rex has like the worst command line user interface. Look at this. It's just like, yep. Yeah, there's mining going on now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes sir. Yes sirree. Definitely mining going on. Okay. I didn't crash. Oop. This card has not had much of a memory workout. It was bought and used in a pre-built for gaming only for its entire life until, I think, today. I don't think I've even mined on this card yet before today, even though I've owned it for like 2 months. Alright. Still mining. Good. $1,800. If it takes 1,800, I'm just going to leave it because I do not trust any Micron 2000 series card above 1,800 to begin with. But it looks like we did pick up a little bit of hash rate, so that's great. All right, we did not crash it. So let's wait for that to iron out. Memory is definitely better on this. The CMP 30s would only take 1,600. Yeah. 0.26.8. I should look at the changelog and see when that was last updated. I bet it was a very long time ago. All right, PMD, what do we got here? $70 watts. And what's our current hash rate? 60.81, still going up. Can't write it down yet. GT Man, hello! Welcome. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat. Thank you for stopping by. I have the same card. This is my worst card. Yeah, if you don't count P106 100s I paid almost nothing for, this is my worst modern card. I have a renter that lives at my house, coworker, and he has an Origin PC. It was a 3700X, a 1660 Super, 16 gigs of RAM. Luckily, it had an RM750X PSU in it, but like just a choking case, 120 AIO, and now it's a Fractal North 5800X3D, 48 gigs of RAM, 3060 Ti, like really nice 360 CLC. But anyway, I sold him the GPU, the 3060 Ti, and I took this on part exchange thinking it was Samsung. No. So yeah, this is a terrible GPU. But welcome to the chat. Either way, GT Man, thank you for stopping by. I don't know if I've seen you here before, so appreciate your viewership. 3 mil. Pellish miner, cool. What about GPU mining? What you think? Backwards miner over a year ago. What was over a year ago? What am I missing? 60.95. Alright, let's see. 0.87. Again, still pretty reasonable on memory hard. And I'm expecting to see this tank, but let's try 1080. I think TI's liked 1080, but yeah, Super's like 1200. Man, anytime I go back to dashboard OCs like the old ETH days, chef's kiss. Sacre bleu. Yeah, we've only got 2 algos left after this, so we really don't have too much longer. Then I can throw you guys all over 2 terahash, whatever's left with that. Oh, backwards miner. It was the T-Rex last update. Thank you. That's not surprising, I guess. Dude, you said Caspa's new ETH. No, screw ASICs. No, Caspa is like Bitcoin tech. It's the new Bitcoin. Solana, Cardano, or Flux are the new Ethereums. Oh shit, we actually got improved efficiency with lower core. 61.19. Okay. Glad I tested it. We are doing 68 watts, so slightly lower power. Wow. 69, nice. 61, 42 watts software. Wrong. YobaTube, where can I find 3 CMP30 so cheap? I only want to pay $40. Dude, Potter can get them to you landed for 45 if you buy 8. But 40 is not realistic. Unless you buy 100. You could probably get that price if you bought 100. It's all down to shipping. 61.58. We can also ask Rondi for his plug. He might be better. Offset 1800. And 1310. I'm not even going to test 1310. That's some bullshit. It's not going to be better. 3 mil Flux YNU ETH, because it runs virtual machines and it's got intra-chain operability. Caspa's just good at really fast transactions and store of wealth. So you just have to look at the technologies. That's what I'm saying. So like profitability in mining, sure, Caspa might be this runs Ethereum in that sense, but I'm talking tech. Expensive and centralized? They're gonna stab us in the back? I don't know, man. It's certainly possible. That's why I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I've got 12,000 Flux, I think, and counting. I still have 4 kilosouls, I think, on it. I used to have 7 or 8 before Dan wore those fucking stupid-ass t-shirts on his streams. Yeah, but how about if I only buy 3? No, no way. Not unless you got a, like a split order. Dude, according to Webster's dictionary, define hair off an elephant's ass. I'm Will. Nice to meet you. Not dude. I'm so confused. 61.58. I already tested all of those backwards. Just Pigeon and ETC left. We're gonna do ETC next. ETC 3 mil. I'm just on Dynex at the moment. A bit chlor. Dynex is cool. Yeah, I mean, there are just as many issues with Dynex as there are with any other project. I do have Hashrate on it. I do have Dynex holdings. I hope it does well. But anyone that shits on one project and loves another right now is absolutely insane. Any one of them could rug you. Fuck you tomorrow. Let's see here. ETC. LOL miner. Interesting choice. Why did I switch that over? Yes, dude is definitely divined as hair off an elephant's ass. Quick typing sucks. No, I like I can physically discern what you're typing. I just don't understand. So, cool. I'm not much into nature. All track. I just sent you a Discord DM with some pics of the BC160s. Ooh. Oh, that is so sexy. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh. I love that they're open air too. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so good. Yes, this is the content we need. Gorgeous. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it. So good. Also, what's going on, LL9? Please. Please. Is that too low of a core for ETC? It might be. Pellish Miner, Overlord Tech is not much into nature but loves cats. 100%. I don't know, I haven't met my cats. There's no nature left in those fuckheads. GT Man, I'm so upset with my cards lately. I walk in and my rigs are off. Oh no! Oh. Okay, that's not actual PTSD because people actually deal with that and I do not have it in my body. But in the ETH days, like a mixed rig of whatever the hell you can get your hands on, I had one of those 35 miles away, and I would always check my rigs before nighttime. I'd look at Nice Ash, because that's what I used. And I would see rig offline. I'm like, shit! And do the profit calcs, and it was like, you were going to lose $20 if that thing was off for 12 hours. You got in your car, you drove down, turned it back on. And I'm like, oh. Anyway, Hive OS has been a godsend. I don't even care what it costs necessarily, because I don't have any crashes. Everything is just fantastic, so... Wow, we crashed it with that. So 1080 might be too low. Let's start at 1200. Bitcoin biggest love. Oh yeah, no, I love BTC. For store of wealth, that's where I'm at. And I do have intention of trading a lot of these alts into BTC next year, but that's only when BTC dominance flops. Oh, hi Modi. Sadie wasn't here last time, so I'm going to pick you up again. Sadie! Modi's here. Yes, video backwards miner. Surfing thumbs up. All track. I'm too shy to make a video. Yeah. You get used to that really quick, dude. When I first started the car channel, I'm like, oh, God, I hate how I sound. No, I'm like, yeah. I still don't love it, but it's fine. Then the next step is getting on camera. Hive is so pog. So easy to manage. Glad I did. Yeah. Well, I mean, back when I moved over, like, there was no real good reason to move over. I'm just like, yeah, I'm having a good enough time with Windows, no biggie. Don't want to redo my OCs. But then I did. I'm like, oh, my sweet Jesus, this is so nice. And I limited myself to the 4 free rigs for a while, but now I'm at, God, I can't even, a lot. I think I'm at 338 GPUs, so... Maybe 339 now. I don't actually know. I do try to keep my rig lists current. Drunken Pirate stream. Oh boy. I'm into that. Alright, good. We are mining again. So let's get rid of the 1080. The 30HX would do that. That's very strange, guys. I'm actually... I'm perplexed on how different these are. The 1660 Super to the 30HX, because look, they're both TU107, they're both Micron memory, both same CUDA cores. GT Man from CT, switched accounts, LOL, another like. Oh, hell yeah. Ah, you're the one with the MR2. I'm like, that sounds really familiar. Yeah, I had an SW21 was my first car, and then I've had 2 ZZW30s. I've never had an AW11 though. Pellish Miner. If I get another $700 power, my rigs will be grounded. Oh man, yeah, $1,200 bill was my last. I'm off night. Thank you for stopping by, 3 mil. Appreciate your viewership and engagement. Hellish Miner, otherwise I'd have more GPU rigs. I hear ya. Power sucks, but I don't know. I'm single. Nobody's telling me no. I just paid off my car too, so I have extra spending cash. 30.59. Love the 3S GT. Yeah, I had a 5S FE, but yes, I could tell by your name you love the 3S GT. I get it. I do too. Gotta get me a beams, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, buddy. Alright. Although I think those were actually 3S GEs. Alright, let's try a little bit higher core clock. Just to see if we can usk a little bit more out of this bad boy. GT Man from CT, no one watches my videos, I just have fun making them? Oh man. Can I click on your go-to channel? I can. Also, I've had fun with the flashbang. This isn't crypto mining. No, I don't see any crypto mining here. So I'll just say thank you. Alright, the hash rate is exactly the same. So let's go back to... Oh, we're at 1200? I didn't even take power rating, so I really need to go back. I am going to try 1080 again, though. I'm surprised it didn't crash it. Alright. God, it doesn't feel like a weeknight. 80 watts. And this is LOL Miner 1.77B. I'm so pissed, guys. Lollydeb broke the ghost sheets with the latest LOL Miner, so you have to run 1.760. What a bummer. Software wattage 77, is that right? 73, okay. Alright, let's try 1100 core, see if we crash it. At a 5M GE. Let's see here, 5M, that's inline 6 with the Yamaha head. You had a Celica Supra? Is that right? GT Man, computers, playlist. Oh, shit. Is your car stuff on a different channel? Yes, it is. It's just regular oval bore. It's linked in all the descriptions, but somebody told me it was broken, so just oval bore cars. I'll track around here. 10-year-old cars look like the 2000 BMWs from the other day. Oh, no. Yeah. That's why I drive a Tesla Model S. The thing's aluminum, and I don't care if somebody totals it tomorrow. But, like, I have many nice cars that don't see the salt. I'll track. Yep, good job. Thank you. I know a lot about cars. My brain is just a dirty, filthy place. Alright, did the power get any lower with 1100? It probably did. Yeah, 78. That is slightly better. So 1100 core looks like the plug there. Software 73. And we're still doing 30.65. Wow, okay. Oh man, that brings me back to the ETH days. 0.329 efficiency. Not good. Not good. Micron. Hellish Miner, that GPU is getting better hash rate than my RX 588 gigs for sure. On ETH, yeah, there's a lot of other shit that the RX will do better. Kaiser, welcome to chat. We're just finishing up. I have Pigeon to go after this, but thank you for coming by. Always appreciate seeing your face, even though you're a real pain in the neck. Nah. Very funny guy. Ooh, I haven't tried Demi. I gotta try Demi on this freaking thing. Soilatif. I have a 91 Cresto at the 5M GE. Oh man, do the 5Ms have the same head bolt, head gasket shit as the 7M? Also, welcome to chat. Soilatif. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Pigeon. Oh yeah, we're doing Pigeon right now. Pigeon likes a little bit more core though. Let's try 1500. No. Let's see what she gets stock first, alright? Maybe I'll even crash it, I'm not sure. We're not drawing very much power. I think we crashed it. No? No, we're good. Maybe. Oh boy. Oh no! This card's too new to work with the ancient version of Pigeon Miner. Oh. I know you can do this with Wild Rig, but I don't have the config. Sorry, guys. Alright. Let's try Demi. Demi. Retromac's like, you're the real pigeon whale now. I'm like, yeah, man, my single 3060 is really slaying it, you know what I mean? Yes, it's on the second head gasket. Okay. Oh! I think we might have crashed the card. Oh, we did. Okay. We may have hope for Pigeon. Let me reboot this piece of shit. And let's watch the Modi dance while that happens. Low compression, so no head gasket issue. My cam's burned up from bad maintenance. I was young and dumb. Oh, man. I actually have heard about that on especially the earlier 5Ms and the Celica Supras. It was one of the first manual cars I ever drove. A friend of mine in high school bought one, and he couldn't drive stick at the time, so we went to the test drive together, and I drove it, and I'm like, seems fine. And it was for a short while until the engine went bad. But it was a cool looking car. And it sounded great. Man, straight sixes are just the sauce. Okay, yeah, there's no way this won't mine Pigeon, come to think of it, because the 30HX did it. So it definitely it crashed hard. So let's wait for the reboot. Backwards Miner, going to sleep now. Enjoy your stream. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you make me stream and then you leave me. Backwards Miner. I better get some cat pics tomorrow. Jerk. Unbelievable, this guy. This guy. Oh my god. Why? Why are you like this? There we go. Hive shell. And let's kick the 1,500, 105,000 over to it. Alright. Let's make sure that OC took. 13 people watching, not bad. That's awesome. I do not have that information open, so I don't know how many people or whatever. I don't know. Also, I'm so sorry to 13 people that are watching this shit. Boy, there's definitely better crap on you can watch. Dude, what the fuck? We didn't crash it. Why will it not mind Demi? Huh. What am I missing here? Did I set that flight sheet up wrong or something? I don't think I've ever mined Demi on stream before, so... Okay, well, I guess we won't mind that, but let's make sure we can get Pigeon going, because there's no reason that shouldn't work. Holy crap, a cat. I like cats. Cats are good. There's a cat behind me on the floor. Attaching from inside the screen. What are you... Oh, God. What is going on? There it is. Okay. Alright, Pigeon is working. Thank God. 1,500, 100, 5,000. Nope. I heard a dumb cat because I heard a meow. Card not recognized. Bullshit. Yeah, we're drawing power now. Okay. Wow, 46 to 60 watts. 54, 53, something like that. Alright. Good. We are mining Pigeon. It will mine Pigeon. 52. Very close to accurate. That's actually not bad. 9.477 hashes. Okay, I'm just going to briefly drop it to 13. Derek Ivory, welcome to chat. Just caught this. My 2 cents, there are a crap ton of 30HX on AliExpress. They're basically the same card. Yeah, I've already done a video on the 30HX. You cannot lock the memory below 5,000 though. So if you mine anything that isn't memory hard, or at least references memory, you're leaving quite a bit of power on the table. So we're almost at the end of the stream right here. So this is the CMP30 sheet, and this is the CMP30 sheet, and this is the 1660 Super. So you can see, like, where is it? Radiant, 9.19 mega hash per watt versus 7.52. So I mean, it's in a completely different class of card performance. So really, it depends on what you're buying them for. But like, I paid $40 for this card. I paid $45 a piece for my CMP30s. So you're not wrong. But also, this card has resale value because it has display ports, and it does have better memory, even though this is a shit Micron. Memory hard. Oh, yes, Kaiser. So I hear you, Derek Ivory. You're not wrong, but I have already tested that card, and there are definite upsides to these still over the CMP30. The only downside to these is you really can't buy them in bulk cheap. You got to get like 1 for 2 furs, and they're not going to match. So there's no magic silver bullet. 8186. Software wattage 45. All right, we're at 1300, 100 core offset, 5000 memory. PMD, what you got for me, buddy? 40, oh boy, 41 to 55. I call it 48. Yeah, so definitely this card loves 1500. 1500, 100, 5000 is going to get you set on pretty much everything except for core algos, and then bump up the COF to 200. That seems like it's got you pretty made in the shade. So the added benefit of actually watching one of these godforsaken streams is at the end I show you the sheet that we've just worked on together. DME, for whatever reason, mine or won't mine. Add a key, add a and yeah, Conflux, the DAG's too big. I think we got everything else though. But yeah, Ergo really good, 0.905 mega hash per watt. I think like Radiant, pretty freaking good. Flux, not good. Nexa, better. 0.48 is actually really not bad. Kapow, 1.47 mega hash per watt, not good. Aletheum, reasonable. Ironfish, same thing as Aletheum. Radiant, pretty good. So yeah, Nexa, I think that's not a bad spot to jam one of these. Ergo, it's like a mini 4090. Bacon, Eggs, and Hash, welcome! You made the last 5 minutes of the stream, buddy. Good to have you. Dynex, pretty good. So yeah, right now I'm sure this is the most profitable. As soon as more miner softwares launch, I'm going to have to run through and like retest every single card. But Hellish Miner, Alphaport Tech, do you remember Crypto Donkey? Yes, I loved him. He was the only other YouTuber that acknowledged the fact that there were different memory types in 60 Ti's, which is a really big deal. So I love Crypto Donkey. If you like this video, then please consider subscribing. Yeah, he was great. I think Panda is doing this tomorrow. Kaiser. Yeah. Going to run. See you later. Thanks, Overtech. Thank you, Ultrac. I appreciate you having you in chat. Or like I said, we're almost done here, but I appreciate the BC160 porn. Panda Miner Radeon 7. Love it. Bacon, Eggs, and Hash. Yeah. I've been really busy lately. It's okay. It was not intended to be a slight. Everything is fine. But yeah, if you have 1660 Supers and you want to try some different OCs, screenshot that real quick. Other than that, there will be a channel video in about 2 weeks, probably, when I have time to go through and do just a quick clip on it. And like caption it and do chapters and all that kind of crap. A lot of people really do seem to appreciate having a really short form video that just has all the OCs and the opinion on the card. So I'm going to keep doing that until you guys tell me you're sick of it. Like I said, there is a video scheduled for Thanksgiving morning, and then regular Sunday upload. If Steven Cicero is still in here, I do not have a main channel car video this Sunday, sorry. But I do have stuff on the hopper for Oval Tech for the next several Sundays. So thank you, as always, for stopping by, everybody. I've got 3 of those cards. I'm so sorry. Bacon, Eggs, and Hash. I'm so sorry. Thanks, everyone, for watching. You can yell at Backwards Miner if you didn't enjoy it, because he's the one that forced me to stream tonight. Other than that, have a good Wednesday. Hopefully you guys have Thursday, Friday off this week. But yeah, if there's anything else you want to see card-wise next, actually, let me know. I don't have anything else on the docket. I'll probably get some GA102 on here. Maybe I'll test a 3080 or a 3090. I haven't really benched one of those for a while. I will be doing a lot of AMD overclocks at some point in the future. When people start actually watching content more and it starts paying, I'll run all the RDNA 2 through like Kiwi did. But those are a lot of work. So anyway, GT Man from CTTY, thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate the views and the engagement. That's the only way this channel ever grows and gets more exposure. Shides, thanks for the oval clocks, broski. You're welcome. Kaiser, how many cards do you need to overtake Panda? I need about 20 GPUs to overtake Panda, but I have way more online than he does, so I still think that counts for now. Surfin, thanks, homie. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate seeing all the relatively new faces in here. Very, very much appreciate it. 1070 for real, do it. I have a sheet before we sign off. I'm going to turn this into a Minnesota goodbye. I don't think I won't. Where are you, 1070? Here's the 1070. Screenshot it. 1080 Ti. Oh, God, I sold all those forever. GT Man from CT, my 6900 XT sucks. It probably only sucks because it's misreporting power. I have a reference and I have an ASRock, and the ASRock sucks because it misreports power. So 6000 series cards are really, really good. Did I miss anything else? Pellish, has anyone found a reasonable frame for the ASRock H510? Backwards would know that, but he's asleep. Derek Ivory, I'm sick of it. Joking. That's all right. I'm a big boy, you know. I can handle it. If I couldn't take it, I wouldn't dish it. Shides, it has to be a card that I actually have, okay? I don't have any of those. But here's the 1070. If you want to know, that's a relatively recent run, so that should get you by. That is a Samsung card, though, so be wary. Anyway, that's enough of a Minnesota goodbye. I will see you guys all in the next one. It'll be videos before the next stream, but I'll probably stream next week at some point, too, so heading over to, looks like DJ's streaming. I don't know if TerraHash still is or not, but TerraHash is pinned on the top of the comments.